One of the more prominent recurring characters on Voyager was Ensign Samantha Wildman, played by Nancy Hauer. Voyager's unexpected journey to the Delta Quadrant separated the pregnant Ensign Wildman from her husband by about 70,000 light-years. On the bright side, her half-alien daughter Naomi eventually turned into another Voyager fan favorite, becoming close friends with Ethan Phillips' Neelix and even the emotionally aloof Seven of Nine. Interestingly, Samantha Wildman's name has a special meaning. Wildman first appeared in the second season episode Elogium, co-written by Jimmy Diggs. The same year he sold the script, Diggs' wife almost died. A kidney transplant saved her life, and Diggs learned the donor was a 7-year-old girl named Samantha. He wrote a letter to Voyager's producers asking them to name the episode's new character Samantha.
Congratulations, Samantha.
Diggs wrote, "The ancient Greeks believed the gods would reward heroic mortals by placing them in the stars. By honoring the memory of this child, the producers of Star Trek will accomplish the same thing." One of the more popular characters on Voyager was also its best source of comic relief, the Doctor played by Robert Picardo. The Doctor is an emergency medical hologram meant only for short-term use, but his job gets much more involved when Voyager's human Doctor dies after the ship is thrown into the Delta Quadrant. Speaking to StarTrek.com in January 2020, Picardo explained a special spontaneous moment from his audition. After reading the last scripted line, "I believe someone has failed to terminate my program," Picardo improvised with, "I'm a doctor, not a nightlight." Picardo said the line yielded big laughs on set. What makes the ad-libbed line funny is its similarity to lines from Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy from Star Trek's original run. Actor DeForest Kelley frequently delivered variations of, "I'm a doctor, not a," but Picardo apparently had no idea. He said, "I faked my way through the audition and ad-libbed a DeForest Kelley joke without knowing it was a DeForest Kelley joke."
I am a doctor, not a voyeur.
Tim Russ actually had a few Trek one-off gigs before landing the role of Security Chief Tuvok on Voyager. On Deep Space Nine, he's a Klingon mercenary who helps take the station hostage in the episode Invasive Procedures. In the Next Generation Starship Mine, he's one of a group of criminals trying to steal trilithium resin from the Enterprise. In 1994's Star Trek Generations, Russ plays a lieutenant on the bridge of the Enterprise B in the film's opening. But before he did any of that work, he auditioned for the part of Geordi LaForge on The Next Generation. Speaking to TrekMovie.com in 2018, Russ said that he was ultimately relieved to have lost the Geordi role to LeVar Burton. Why? The dialogue. Russ explained, "The role of Tuvok was somewhat more organic and much easier in terms of dialogue. I am glad I didn't get stuck with all that engineering tech talk. That kind of dialogue doesn't do anything for me." Russ also had the distinction of getting to appear in one of the few episodes in which Voyager characters could cross over into other series. Tuvok shows up in the Deep Space Nine episode Through the Looking Glass, though it's not quite the same Tuvok. The episode takes place in the Mirror universe first made famous by Star Trek the original series, Mirror Mirror. This Tuvok appears as a member of the Terran Resistance fighting against the Klingon Cardassian Alliance.